Hey, I wanted to hop on here really quickly and talk to you about Enrichables because this is something that I do get a lot of questions about. So I'm going to share with you how I use our Enrichables in my normal everyday cooking. So there are 3 different kinds of Enrichables. You can try one. You can try all 3. You can get a subscription for one. You can get a subscription for all 3. Very, very flexible, lots of different options. The first one they came out with is called Pea Protein. And this you will add to anything that you normally make that lacks protein. So we need protein in every meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you think in your head right now what you had for breakfast or what you had for lunch yesterday or dinner or whatever, and if there wasn't protein in it, it would have been a great idea to add a scoop of pea protein. So an example, for breakfast, I have oatmeal. And so I add a scoop of pea protein to my oatmeal. And all I have to do is add a little bit of extra water or a little bit of extra milk to handle the extra dry that I'm adding to the oatmeal. When my son wants mac and cheese, I add a scoop of pea protein to the mac and cheese. Or if we have like a broccoli cheddar soup for dinner, I'll add a couple scoops of pea protein to that pot of soup. So, hope you get the idea for the pea protein. Kale and fiber is another great enrichable when your meal that you are making either lacks fiber or it lacks a hearty vegetable like kale. And so this is great to add to smoothies, chili. I add it to things that are dark because you'll see in a minute that kale and fiber is a very dark enrichable. So it's a little bit harder to hide. So it hides very well in any kind of marinara sauce. So think spaghetti, meatballs, lasagna. I add it to taco night because the dark ground beef hides it really well. It hides really well in chocolate cake and brownies. So you get the idea. Super Veggie is probably my favorite because we all need more vegetables in our diet. So I'll also add this to my son's mac and cheese. Oh, I forgot to mention pea protein. I add it all the time to tomato soup. So anytime your meal is lacking vegetables, throw in a scoop of Super Veggie. On the back of all of the pouches, it gives you advice on how many scoops to add to your meal depending on what you're making, whether it's a drink and smoothie, pasta, rice, oatmeal soup, ground beef, batters and doughs, sauces, spreads, dressings, and dips. So it gives you a nice chart that suggests how much to add. Now, I personally don't like these sitting on my counter because I think it looks a little tacky. So I have a basket that I actually just pour the enrichables into a Ziploc bag that I can kind of roll up, and I can fit all 3 different enrichables in here. So this is the color of Super Veggie, so you can see that it's a really light orange, very easy to hide even in a light mac and cheese. The pea protein is even lighter, so this you can hide in anything. And then the kale and fiber, like I mentioned, is that dark green. Matches my shirt. So this is a little bit harder to hide, unless you want like green eggs and ham or something like that. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more about our Enrichable program. Like I mentioned, you can do a subscription of them, and that is the most cost-effective way to order them, or you can just order 1 pouch at a time, and there are 2 different sizes of the pouch. So let me know if you have any questions.